Hey guys, it's Katie here and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing a video today that was suggested by my boyfriend, Chris, and that is how I arrange my covers. I don't know if it's going to be really boring because there's not really a lot to it, but I'm going to try and make it interesting. So without further ado, let's go into the video. You were there with open arms when I thought love was a lost art. So the cover that I want to do is My Future by Billie Eilish because I love Billie Eilish. I've never heard the song before, but I know I'm going to like it. But basically, I am going to listen to for the first time just now, and I'm only going to listen to it once because I only ever listen to the song one time before I arrange it, so that I don't copy the artist essentially, because I want to make it my own. So I'm going to do that just now. Okay, here goes. Nothing left, so hold on tight. Okay, honestly, that song was absolutely stunning and I can't wait to get started on it. So I'm gonna get my guitar and see what I can figure out. Usually, I kind of go one of two ways. So I either go on Ultimate Guitar and look for the chords to make it easy for myself, or I try and figure them out by myself. But since it's mainly like synths and stuff like that, it's a little bit more difficult to figure out. So I'm gonna go on Ultimate Guitar and see if I can find the chords for it. But it's just new, so fingers crossed I can find something. Otherwise, I'll be trying to figure it out myself. Alright guys, so I got my guitar. Please also, just a disclaimer, just ignore my hair. It's a complete and utter mess because I didn't brush it today, which has kind of been a running theme over the past few months, but besides the point. Okay, so I got my guitar and I found a link on Ultimate Guitar for the chords, so I'm going to give them a go. Ultimate Guitar is amazing most of the time. Sometimes things are a little bit wrong on it because basically anybody can put anything on it, but probably about like 90% of the time is right. So I'm going to try this out. It says capo on the 3rd fret, so I put that there. For anyone who doesn't understand what the purpose of a capo is, or capo, whatever you want to call it, I call it a capo. It's to change the key of what you're playing, basically. So yeah, it says capo on the 3rd fret, and the chords are C, F, D minor, A minor, E, and G. And in case anyone is interested, my guitar is a Fender, and the strings on it are 11s, so size 11. It's an electroacoustic, and her name is Brenda. So yeah, what I think I'm gonna do with it is just kind of like start off slow and then go fast, because that's kind of the vibe that is with it. But I'm also wanting to make it more kind of soulful, and yeah, you know, it's a beautiful song, so I want to do it justice. But I'm probably going to start off with the first verse just doing 1 strums because that seems easy. Also, another thing is I don't use a pick, plectrum, anything. I use my fingers because I feel like that makes it easier for when you do songs with finger picking. You can then strum with your fingers without having to worry about throwing away a plectrum or anything like that. So I also like to do like some techniques that I can do with my fingers and not with the plectrum. I also feel like with a plectrum slash pick, whatever you want to call it, you don't have as much control as you do as with your fingers. So, but it's entirely up to you what you do. This is just my preference. So I'm thinking of something along the lines of I can't seem to focus and you don't seem to notice I'm not here. I'm just a mirror. Something along those lines. I usually try a few different things to see what works, but I think I'm definitely gonna go with the start off slow and then kind of get more into it, and then maybe go into like a because the one thing I noticed about the song is it sounds like a sad song, but it's actually kind of got an era I don't know, of happiness around it, because she's talking about her future, and her future self and how it's all going to be okay kind of thing. So I just want to reflect that when I'm doing it. So I'm going to start off nice and gentle, a little bit emotional, and then maybe go into more of a happier vibe with the strumming pattern. I will say arranging covers kind of happens really quickly for me. It's kind of like writing music, so you're covering a song but you're kind of wanting to make it your own, so I kind of just go with it and then just start playing something and figuring it out along the way and then ironing out any creases. So I'm really sorry if this video is incredibly boring and even if it's not informative, but I just wanted to show how I do things basically. My biggest issue when doing covers is not remembering the chords, it's remembering the lyrics. Like, I'm terrible when I shoot covers. I do it several times because I forget either I forget the lyrics or I'm that much of a perfectionist that it's just not good enough for me. So I usually shoot it a few times before I actually get it perfect. And yeah. I can't seem to focus. As the hurricane breaks defense. So I've learned the first verse and the pre-chorus, and now I'm just moving on to the chorus, where I'm gonna change things up a little bit with the strumming pattern. Sometimes I get super frustrated with myself when I'm doing practicing for the covers because, like I said before, I'm a perfectionist, and if I can't do things first time, I get really frustrated with myself. So a chord that I really struggle with, and it's one of the easiest chords literally, is a D minor, which is in this song. And it should be easy because it's pretty much just the opposite of a D. So this is a D and this is D minor. So it should be easy, but for some reason my fingers just don't want to do it. So I'm struggling with that right now, but we will get over it, and I'm just going to keep going over, like, practicing the changes from the different chords to the D minor so that I can get there quickly, but for some reason my fingers just aren't playing the game today. But yeah. Another tip, in case anyone was wondering, I tend to mute strings, so for some chords you don't have to play certain strings. So for example, a C chord, you don't have to play the top string, so I bring my thumb around and I mute it. I have kind of long fingers, so it's easy for me to do that. It may not be easy for everyone, but it's what I kind of like to do because I always end up catching the string if I don't mute it, so it's just kind of like, and if I wasn't to do it, it would sound like this. So yeah, there's a slight difference. So yeah, that's just another thing that I do when I'm playing guitar. So okay, so I've got the chords down pat, and now I'm essentially just learning the lyrics, and then I'm gonna shoot the video. So yeah. The difficulty I'm having with this song in particular, along with a lot of other Billie Eilish songs, is the key of the songs are very strange, and hats off to her, she's amazing, but I am struggling. Okay, so I have learned the song and I'm now gonna go get ready to shoot it, so let's do this. So as you can see, my hair is an absolute riot, so I'm gonna have to fix that first of all. So all I'm gonna do is pin up the stragglers with Kirby grips and use the Old Faithful hairspray just to kind of tidy up a bit. So stay hidden from the. There are two places within my house that you will see me do covers, which is here, right in front of the window because the lighting is amazing, or here in the hall. Just really anywhere that has good lighting. I don't wear makeup because I don't like wearing makeup, and I don't necessarily think that it's a necessity, so I just don't do it, and the lighting's good. I'm quite happy with that, but as you can see, it's quite low just now, so I need something to prop it up on. So this is the windowsill that I will be using to shoot the cover, and I do not have a tripod, so we're going to have to get a little bit creative with how we prop it up. I use these two boxes, and depending on what height I want it at, I will put it on either the bottom here against that or on the top with this elephant behind, but we shall see what the camera angle requires. Okay, so this is it on the top with the elephant attached. I'm gonna go get my guitar just to see how it goes because I like to get myself and the guitar in there. So okay, so you can see it's like a little bit high because you can only see the handle of the guitar, and that's just not doing it for me, so I'm gonna move it down. Okay, that's better. So that's more of a good angle for me kind of thing. So yeah, and basically now I just take like 100 takes at least to make sure that I get the perfect one. And let's just try for it. Before I shoot the video, I like to do like a little practice run just to see if I remember everything that I learned 2 seconds ago. I can't seem to focus and you don't seem to notice some noises that might let go of your hands. Once I've done like 100 takes and have the perfect perfect in quotation marks because nothing's ever perfect shot, I will then upload it to the following, so Instagram, Facebook and YouTube obviously. And yeah, so that is how I shoot my covers and arrange my covers. I'm sorry if it was incredibly boring, but that's basically it. I'm learning how to produce, and I've produced a couple of things, but they're not quite there yet, so I'm trying to learn more about that before I start doing like fully produced covers kind of thing. So I'm just happy with the life just now, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Bye.
You were there with open arms when I thought love was a lost art.